Hey guys, my name is Kat and I'm working for Emirates airline for 3.5 years already. I'm really grateful for this opportunity of seeing the world and meeting new people on a regular basis. But it wasn't easy for me to get this job. That's why I decided to share my experience with you here and how I went through all the stages, starting with CV application, reaching the final interview, and finally moving to Dubai and making my dream come true. Emirates actively recruiting now. We need new people because operations are growing and they're launching new destinations and increasing the number of flights. That's why this is the best time to try your luck. I got so many questions on my Instagram on how to be successful with the interview. That's why I'm making this video for you guys to give you some hints on how it goes. I applied in 2019 and I went through all the stages like anyone else, and I was successful with Emirates as well as with Qatar Airways, and that is why I'm sharing my knowledge with you on how it went back then. A little disclaimer, I'm not a recruiter, so I'm just telling you about my experience, and I cannot know for sure what the company wants you to be. I just have my idea of how it should be, so I'm just giving you my little advice on how to be successful with that. So the first thing I did was researching and collection of all necessary information about the interview process. I made a list of documents and requirements I need to meet before going on my first open day. Your interview will basically start with a check in your CV, which is a piece of paper you give to the recruiter. It must be nicely done to get the recruiter interested and to show that you meet all the requirements and perfectly fit for the position. I believe it's really important to have a nice CV because this is the first impression of you, and I believe it will play a great part in the outcome of the whole interview. CV is a short summary of your skills, professional experience, education, and also talents and achievements applicable to this job. So, shortly speaking, it's a portfolio. It should be concise, short, to the point, containing all the information only relating to the position of a cabin crew. So, no need to speak about your amazing cooking skills and painting talents. What you should focus on is your customer service skills, multicultural openness, and stress resistance. Also, the ability to work in a team and follow a specific set of tasks. There are several features required for this job. First, being considerate and empathetical, because cabin crew is all about communication and making people happy and satisfied no matter what. Next one is to be stress resistant and physically resilient, because you work day and night, sometimes with minimum rest, at all times in geographical zones, so your body needs to be ready for these kind of pressure, I would say. Going to be sociable and a good team player, because your team and people are gonna change every flight. Every time you go on your duty, you're gonna have new people on board as a passengers and as your colleagues, so you need to be able to work with all kinds of people and to be flexible. Also, it's very important to be open and cosmopolitan, because you're gonna travel a lot and work with people who come from all sorts of cultural background, and you need to be aware of what is appropriate with different people and how to deal with them. You gotta show that you have all of this, and CV is the first stage where you can demonstrate it. To make a nice and elegant CV, it's better to have a sample. There are various of templates on Google for sure. To make it easier for you guys, I will share mine. Just send me a direct message on my Instagram and I will send it to you shortly. What I did, I divided my CV into 4 sections. First, basic information, then my work experience. It should be related to customer service, work at hotels, restaurants, schools, somewhere you have to deal with clients and customers for sure. The next section goes to education, and the last one, you can put all your achievements, talents and skills that are important for this job. So in the basic information section, I put my name and the name of the position, which is cabin crew, and all necessary details like nationality, country, city of residence, date of birth, age, height, weight, which is really important to mention, my phone number and email address. I also put 3 lines of intro where I express my desire working as a cabin crew, and where explaining why I'm eligible for this position. So it says the following: diligent and positive-minded individual with multicultural experience and 6 years of excellent customer service experience. Express a great interest in cabin crew position that can allow me to develop both professionally and personally. So I'm saying that I already have some cultural and customer service experience. I would like to try something new to contribute and to grow. In education section, I put the name of the university of college, whatever you have, or the last education you got. It can be high school. Then the name of the major, the place where I took the studies, and also the date. For example, 2011, 2016. If you have any courses that can be related to the position, you can also mention them, the name, what kind of course it is, and the dates and place. Then my career experience. Here I highlighted the name of the establishment where I worked, then the position, also the place and the date, and then it's very important to put your duties and responsibilities. For me it goes like this. I used to be a teacher, so I put it like designing programs based on communicative and intercultural approaches, conducting lessons aiming at both linguistic and intercultural competencies, inspiring and guiding students, helping students to cope with difficulties. So it's also related to the position of cabin crew, because it's all about intercultural experience, communicating with people and helping and guiding them, which is basically part of our job. Then I put some achievements I got at this position, which can be anything. It depends on the position you're working for. The next section is called skills and competencies. So don't forget to put only skills and things that are important for this very job, namely cabin crew. I did it like this. I started with languages, where I said fluency in English and Russian, spoken and written, basic communication skills in French, spoken and written. The next point, multicultural awareness, then verbal, non-verbal communication strategies, which is important for interacting with all sorts of people. Positive and friendly disposition, considerate, diligent in details and focused, responsible professional attitude, patience, attentiveness, flexible and adaptable to working on conventional hours, experience of working with varying age groups, quick and skillful learner. At the beginning of the video, I told you about 3 features which are really important for a cabin crew, and here in skills and competencies section I tried to demonstrate all of them in all different points. And then finally, if you have some volunteer experience which you think can be helpful and useful for this job, you can also mention them. I used to work as a foreign press assistant in Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week in Russia, so I mentioned that. And don't forget to mention responsibilities you had. And also I studied English in international schools in London and in the States. I mentioned that as well. So yeah, 2 pages maximum. It shouldn't be too long, and it should be again short and concise but catchy, so that the recruiter see you have all of this. And don't forget about the pictures. I will tell you how to make the right pictures for the assessment day in my next videos. So that is what I did to pass successfully, and I really hope it was useful for you guys, and I wish you all good luck. You're welcome with any questions. Just ask me down below on my Instagram, and if you need a sample of my interview, just send me a message, and see you soon.